Hello everybody, this is Raging Joe, and we are going to be reading more fanfiction.
Yay!
Cricket.
I'm not going to be saying the titles of this next one because I'm pretty sure anyone who's, paid attention to dramatic readings in the past few years should know what this is. This is a Harry Potter fanfiction by a man named Second Pillow. It is an
it's Harry Potter one. I know what it is.
It is an angst romance between Bellatrix L and Samus F.
No, not Bellatrix Lestrange and Seamus Finnegan. No.
Are you all ready?
No.
This is gonna suck.
No.
My body is ready.
Let's do this then. Dobby relished his groin saw's roar as he withdrew the flesh-choked blade from the astronaut's ruined skull. He turned to Harry, thrusting his bloody, retina-covered pelvis with elfin fervor.
That's it.
How does Ronnie Ron taste, master? Harry stuck out an eyeball, like some kid with eyes. Dobby ducked an astronaut's poison-barbed fist, digging his groin saw into the beast's abdomen, and letting out a spray of viscera wash over his elfin space armor. The skull's eye sockets on his shoulders grew brilliant with an infernal cast, and vomited a bolt of lightning through the astronaut. He was thrown back against the death wall, where his flesh boiled in another dimension. Harry slapped Dobby, who giggled. Harry reminded himself to kill himself later. Master, look out! Dobby's groin saw screamed as it flew off the armor, rocketing through the air like an early dream of mankind. It flew through the air. It flew through 3 astronauts who dropped their hell spheres, and the saw cut a hole in the ground beneath them, so they fell to hell, and the demonic spears rape them to this day, boys and girls.
What?
End of chapter 1.
What?
I don't know what to say about this.
Bellatrix wasn't even in that.
I came.
Where did Dobby come
Did
from?
you come molten lava?
Yes.
Where did Dobby come from?
His crotch.
Dobby created himself. Time for the next chapter.
No.
We're fucked.
No, Dobby.
I agree.
Dobby knelt before his master. Harry withdrew his guitar, Fuck Slayer, from a dimension where all scream for naught. Wrought from the silver heart of heaven's false promise, laced with vessels that pulsed with angels' menstrual blood, hewn from the horns of Satan's generals, it laughed as it set loose, a laugh that only Harry could hear, but no one could share. Harry swung the guitar through Dobby's chicken neck. He took the head of his fallen dwarf slave and tore open his stomach, stuffing the head inside. Harry vomited steam and summoned a great meteor from space to smash into Hogwarts and kill everyone there for no reason at all. A vision then appeared. It was Dumbledore, entombed in his cursed mummy armor, calling Harry from his moon base, which wasn't on a moon. Harry! You must walk the fuck out! Harry channeled his rage through Fuckslayer. The angel blood boiled as he summoned a great meteor swathed with the blood of the tiny fucklings at Hogwarts, leapt onto it, and flew into space. He encased the entire meteor in a wreath of holy fuckfire and flew through Mercury, killing the fuck out of it. Then he sent Mercury's carcass into Venus, killing the fuck out of it, and making every vagina in the galaxy explode. And inside every vagina, a booby scent of molten life's fleeting precipice. Harry then did fly his meteor through space, punching astral vampires in half, with his fists encased in fuckfire, and throwing their ruined heads into the past, where they bit cavemen on Mars, so that history changed, and now there are vampire cavemen on Mars. Harry received another vision from Frumbledore, who was having tea and chumpets with the president of Pangea. Can't have tea, Harry. You know how I hate chumpets. End of chapter 2.
What the fuck
saw-
was that?
It
saw
was
a plot hole.
gloriousness.
Reading.
I saw a plot hole.
I am reading the fanfic known as HHHHH
30 H's.
30 H's.
I saw a plot hole.
What plot hole?
He picked up his head and tore open his stomach.
He picked up the head with one hand and used his hand covered in fuckfire to tear open Dari's stomach with one hand.
Well, that's impossible. You can't get the grip.
Joe.
You don't have the right enough grip with one hand.
He's Harry Potter, motherfucker.
Harry
He can
Potter.
do whatever he wants.
No, that's just awkward,
He's the
man. You
chosen
can't do
one.
it. It's a plot
He
hole.
can do whatever
You
he
have to
wants.
fix that.
He's a
No,
wizard.
yeah, it's impossible. It's impossible.
He's a wizard.
No, it's
Nothing.
impossible.
He's a muggle.
It's
You're a
impossible.
muggle.
It's still
No,
impossible.
for a wizard.
You're wearing a
For
troll
a wizard, it is
face.
not
You're wearing a
impossible.
massive troll face, aren't you,
He
Tom?
sliced through the stomach with his wand.
Doesn't matter. It's still impossible.
Alright.
I found a major plot hole. This fanfiction is entirely unrealistic.
But the rest of it wasn't?
Oh no,
Alright.
I see that sort of shit all the time. What do you see where you live? You must live in a really weird place. God.
Time for chapter 3.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Harry slammed his book shut. It wasn't really a book, because the pages were made of lasers, and the words may remain... Let me start over. Harry
Restart it.
slammed his book shut. It wasn't really a book, because the pages were made of lasers, and the words were made of headless women making godless love to dragons made out of motorcycles. But it was still reading. Rumbledorp, if you don't stop, we'll starve. And no one will be around to kill everyone in the universe if we get a boon to bringing them back to life after we've already killed them. I am no longer Scrumblegort. The ancient man dropped some of the planets he was juggling. The worlds have shifted. I am Dumblecop of the Dark Meal. He flexed one of his legs, which was made of pistols, and kicked a planet in half. Bugger your dark meal, faggot of 1,000 suns.
Would you like some fries with that?
Dumblecop sniffed. And what of it? Is it a sin? Should a man feel like fagotting a sun or 1,000? Why should the suns heave through the void, if not to be skewered by Pawn Owen Fagpose?
Oh.
Harry cast a glance at the book. Unsavory sounds emanated from a particularly damned chapter. He was hungry. He looked at a nearby cup. It had a faded brown film on the bottom. He thought about trumpets. End of chapter 3.
What? I don't understand what's going on in this fanfiction.
You don't need to. You
I'm
just
gonna
need to
ramble
embrace
on.
it.
Is it?
I understand it
Is
completely.
there any rhyme? You also don't. You don't make any sense either.
You just couldn't see. You're just mad because you don't want to point out the plot hole.
He's a wizard. He can do whatever he wants.
Have you ever tried tearing something open with one hand?
He's got a wand.
You can't do it. It doesn't
He
matter.
can make.
You
He
can't.
can turn open with the wand. The spell.
He was holding something in each hand.
He gripped it with two fingers on one side of his hand and his thumb on the other side of the hand, and he grew talons and ripped it apart.
Maybe
No, you still can't get the grip.
he tore.
You don't
He
need
said
a
he ripped
grip.
it open. He
You
ripped it
don't need a
open.
grip when you can claw something the fuck
He
open.
used the teeth on the head to
He
tear the
ripped
stomach
it open. He ripped it open. You rip a bag of chips open. So you can't do that one. We can't do that with one hand.
Yes, you can.
You're just mad. You don't want to point it out.
There's a wand for that.
He was holding something in each hand. The
He
stomach.
could
Yeah,
use the
Harry
wand
Potter
in the other
wands are
hand.
just Harry Potter wands are just like abs. There's a wand for that. You want to commit nasty, gory incest? There's a wand for that.
There's a wand for everything, like tearing stomach open. Stomach.
Oh, that's going a little far.
Yes.
Alright,
No,
next
it's not.
chapter. Chapter 4.
Dead.
Oh yeah, this one. Harry had found some food. It was guarded by 3 in a million thousand Surf Ninjas, for it was the last food on Surf Ninja Moon X. The ecology had been decimated by Surf Ninjas, so the last food was a cabbage and mustard sandwich. Harry squatted in the ruins of a castle, which had been many skulls arranged to resemble one large one. It had been very poorly done, with the cheeks fading into an amateurishly executed jawline. The silent killers of the night had negated their innate advantage by only plying their craft on surfboards during the day. Harry was about to eat his cabbage witch when a man in a tuxedo appeared from nothing much. He stood 10 feet tall, and his head seemed wrapped in unwrappable darkness. I am Rape Ratbury. I write clinically acclaimed fiction that always turns into fact. I also flub up the lines in this fanfiction. That's why I have more money than anyone. Harry dug a bit of cartilage out of the cabbage witch and continued chewing. Would you care to discuss one of my books? I hear that Harry fished out another bit of cartilage. It was a cartilage and mustard sandwich.
No.
You shouldn't believe what everyone says about me. I took a shower with my cousin once,
Oh.
and I have racist thoughts.
Oh.
A niblet of yellow cartilage landed on Rape's shoe. He thought about his cousin. End of chapter 4.
No. How many more of these?
Cliffhanger.
How many more of these are there?
3 more.
Oh, Jesus.
Can you tough it out, Kat?
Oh.
I don't know why you'd want to tough it out, because this is seriously the best goddamn thing I've ever read.
I'll kill you if I have to, okay?
Oh, come on, I've died like 50,000 times by now.
Too bad.
He just keeps hoarding those 1-ups. Damn green mushrooms.
Fine.
I, on the other hand, decide to take a classier approach to 1-ups. I just hoard decapitated heads in my image. And they're all stuck in a constant creepy smiling pose.
Oh my.
And when you collect one, it increases your chance of death.
On to chapter 5. Well, this one's a short one.
Yes.
The Inquisitors were torturing Harry. First, Ignatius used the rock. Then Billy asked Harry if he wanted to read his BDSM blog.
No.
Harry was so surprised that his pants flew right up.
Oh my God.
He was wearing women's underpants. The Inquisitors were wearing them too.
No.
They realized that they were all men of the Lord. End of chapter 5.
That can't be the last.
I need some help.
Oh, don't worry.
Oh. What's going on?
On to chapter
So
6.
close.
Kill me.
That happens at the end when you finish reading all the chapters.
Then I rape all of you.
No.
I am unrapeable. I've ascended upon your
Oh, by the
level
way,
of
speaking of rape,
Oh no. No.
Harry
No.
awoke.
No. No.
Harry awoke to the throaty grumble of a rape ape.
Oh.
Not a rape ape, but the rape ape. The last of his kind after the subjugation of the rape forest. His people once graced the canopy, their penile digits proudly grasping the vines as they swung through the night, their hundreds of sweaty simian dongs trailing a now fetid memory in the rape ape's watering eye. As his ocular ducts began to well with ancestral pride, so too did the countless meaty members sprouting from the rape ape's every hairy inch. From his eye sockets, ear holes, even his calloused toes,
No.
a penile font of cry juice birthed a deluge. Harry observed this with consternation, or however you say that word. As he was tied to a table, neither magic nor supercosmic strength would free him from his bonds. Had this creature access to an unknown material of deistic strength, or did the rape ape have a secret yet more baffling? Harry squinted so he could see the subatomic strings of the ropes. He began tossing antimatter at them with his mind, as a group of children entered the rape ape's hiding place. They were well-groomed and impeccably attired, and there were 5.8 of them, just enough to represent an array of genders and races that would leave no one unhappy, save for the Eskimos. They were on their own as far as the rape ape was concerned. "Why do you cry, rape ape?" asked Child 3.2. The rape ape, unwilling to hide its greasy primate cock tears, hung its head, and gravity coaxed the eye-wangers downward. It tied them together in a bow atop its head to be pretty for its guests. "We are bound in this ligature of lingam, brother rape ape," said Child 4.6. The children surrounded the rape ape, holding their hands, and began to sing. Harry was transfixed as he watched the children, gently swaying with the song, float skyward. The little ones began to orbit the rape ape, who was convulsing, as though stricken by the seizure devil. As the song increased in tempo, the child flesh bubbled and merged into a spinning wonder turbine. This fleshy kid mass sprouted hair and groin dribblers, just like the rape ape, and sprayed confetti into the skies of past and future, setting the constellations aflame with the opalescence of the perished rape apes. An explosion of color and hair, Harry Potter alone and still bound. He thought about sandwiches.
Why?
End of chapter 6.
So
Makes
they had
perfect
penises
sense.
For eyes.
Yes, he did have penises for eyes.
Oh my god, no, not the image! This is the best fanfiction ever.
This is the best goddamn thing I've ever read. This is probably gonna get that video. This is probably gonna get this video flagged, but fuck it, I don't care.
Oh, people swear and stuff all the time. You can be as vulgar as you want, as long as you're not actually seeing anything.
I just described a being made of dicks.
So?
Oh, baby.
Primarily composed of huge, throbbing ape cocks.
So,
Sounds hot.
No, I
So
guess
you're
there is
saying
one.
that the organs are also made of throbbing dick holes.
I would assume so, yes.
Oh.
No. Look,
Not that
I
common.
understand. You two obviously don't like this. Now, good for you two, and you two by meaning Doorknob and Cat, there is but one chapter left after this.
Yay!
I'm gonna
And
die
so,
before that.
let us delve into the final chapter of this truly magnificent story that shall be foretold throughout all generations of mankind. Harry Potter awoke in a pit that reeked of hot sauce.
Oh.
He could feel vicious fluid underneath his fingernails, burning his tender skin. Everywhere were white bags bulging with foul products. They were diapers stuffed with chicken bones and hot sauce, their foul odor blossoming in the muffled dark. Harry's nostrils begged his brain for mercy. He flew upwards, away from the saucy mysteries below. The smell grew faint, calling him to return. Harry ignored their lies, flying beyond the lips of his prison. He was in a laboratory with machines that had no purpose beyond blinking lights and soft hums. "Harry, my boy son, you make a father so good." Harry had flown out of the nose of an old man. This man wore a white coat, yet was drawn by the hand of an idiot. His voice came not from his mouth, but from elsewhere, a sad attempt at humanity. "I know you'll do so well. Now you choose." That man reached into his coat and laid out 3 diapers, each brimming with the saucy bones of the nose prison. He removed his head and stuck it on a spike on the counter to keep it from rolling away. The diapers began to stir as creatures clawed out of the bony wombs. Arrayed before Harry was a turtle, the reptilian body so frail that it seemed an afterthought to the shell. A bald weasel with toothpicks for legs and a wrinkled thumb in a glass of water. The old man's head called out from the spike. Everybody has one. Make your best friends for life. Harry drank the glass of thumb water and spat that thumb out at the old man's head. End of chapter, end of fanfic.
What?
I
don't. I don't.
It makes perfect sense to me, except for that obvious plot hole.
Oh my god. I don't understand. I don't think I wanna understand.
So you pretty much.
You don't need to understand. You just need to embrace and cherish this memory.
So you pretty much killed our brains. Now what?
Now, one of you get a chance to get back at me for this. The next time we do this, you'd better pick a worthwhile one worthy of wrecking my mind.
Is that possible?
I'm still picking my little.
Smash your brains out.
I'm still picking my Little Pony one thing.
No.
That's probably done though.
I don't care. He's already done 30 H's on his own.
Actually, no, I haven't, but 30H has been done a lot.
So yeah, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Who thinks these things up? Seriously.
Crazy people, honey. That's
The most
magnificent people.
glorious of human beings.
So now what?
Well, I guess we gotta end the video off here.
22 minutes.
Alright.
Oh yeah, before I do this, I gotta live up to a promise. Oh yeah, I'm raping you all through the internet. Oh yeah,
Too bad I have underwear on.
Harder, bitch.
Alright. Now, this has been Raging Joe, signing off. Have a good day.
See ya.
I'm dead.
Should we stop now?
Yes.
Okay.